Example 3, we want to find the value of x. So we take a look here. I have my angle, which I know is 35 degrees. 7 is my hypotenuse. And then my adjacent side is x, isn't it? Because it's next to 35 degrees. So when I think of which functions am I going to use, now I'm probably not going to use my reciprocal functions here unless I have to. I'm going to stick with sine, cosine, and tangent because when you actually find the reciprocal, you're actually finding each of those. So I'm going to use adjacent hypotenuse. So I'm going to say, oh, the cosine of 35 degrees equals my adjacent, which is x, over my hypotenuse, which is 7. Notice we multiply both sides by 7. So then x, the exact answer is 7 times the cosine of 35 degrees. But notice this question says round to the nearest tenth, so we're going to use our calculator. So if I take out my calculator, make sure you're in degrees. You see in the top row there, I've got the degrees, so I'm going to take 7 times the cosine of 35 degrees. My answer is 5.7. I want to round it to the nearest tenth. Whoops. I have my highlighter still on there. So we get 5.7. Now example 4, kind of similar. A little bit less information we're given here again. It says a competitor is hiking in a hiking competition, must climb up an inclined course as shown to reach the finish line. Determine the distance in feet that the competitor must hike to reach the finish line. Hint, 1 mile is 5,280 feet. So first off, we want our answer in feet, so we're going to go 5,280 feet. Now notice how nice this real-life example is of a hill that has no dips or valleys. It's just straight up. So we're going to find, I'm going to call this my unknown, and I'll call that A, because just for any letter I can use. So once again, I look at what do I know? Well, I know 5,280 is my adjacent side, and my hypotenuse is A, isn't it? So I'm still going to use cosine. So I'm going to say, oh, the cosine of 48 degrees equals the adjacent, which is 5,280, all over A. Now, I don't like A in the denominator. It makes it hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the reciprocal of both sides. So I'll put A over 5,280. Well, then I'll say 1 over the cosine of 48 degrees. Well, to solve for A then, notice we multiply by 5,280. So then A is 5,280 divided by the cosine of 48 degrees. So we'll use our calculator here and determine the distance in feet. So we're just going to round to our answer to the nearest whole number. So I'm going to take 5,280 80 divided by the cosine of 48 degrees. And we get 7890 or 7891. So I'm going to say about 7891 feet. There's your answer.